Ginny had recently moved into a new home with her parents. She was given her own room for the first time, which she was very excited about. They spent the whole day unpacking and ensuring that everything was in its right place. Her parents, exhausted, eventually tapped out for the evening, as did she. Her room still only slightly unpacked, but still enough for her bed to be placed in properly. But in the middle of the night, when the clock struck midnight, off far down the hallway, she heard the soft whisper, "Ginny, I'm on the first step." That was all she heard. Now, naturally, Ginny was terrified. She barely got a wink of sleep that night. But surely, she couldn't have actually heard anything. So that next morning, she asked her parents, "Did you guys hear anything last night around noon?" They said no. Why would we? We haven't heard anything. She said, "All right, it must just be my imagination." So again, they spent the day unpacking, ensuring that everything was, put in its rightful place, and slowly the house began to come together. Pictures began being put in the hallway, tables were put in the right place and assembled, etc. And then that night, exhausted once more, the family went to sleep. But then, at the stroke of midnight, Ginny heard down that hall once more, "Ginny, I'm on the second step." Now, the stairs that led from the downstairs to the upstairs to their rooms was 6 steps high. So naturally, at this point, Ginny was terrified. So she ran to her parents' room. "Mom, Dad, there's something in the hall." So, of course, her parents went to check, but there was nothing there. They searched the whole house just to ensure that Ginny felt safe. They found nothing. So, without any reason to be worried, her parents simply told her to go back to sleep, as they did. The rest of the night was uneventful. And unfortunately for Ginny, slowly but surely, every night at midnight, she would hear something new. "Ginny, I'm on the 3rd step. Ginny, I'm on the 4th step." And then from the 4th to the 5th, from the 5th to the 6th, and every night she would drag her parents out of bed to go and check that there was something there, but never did they find anything. Then was when the fear truly began to set in. The night after the 6th step, again, as the clock struck midnight, "Ginny, I'm in the hallway." Now she was truly terrified. She screamed and called her parents, who came annoyed out of their rooms to go check. But there was nothing there. And at this point, her family was getting pretty fed up with her and said that they would no longer tolerate her childish antics. And she protested, "I'm not making it up. I hear things." But her parents, sleep deprived and annoyed, said that that the next time that she called, it would have to be a true emergency. Begrudgingly, they went back to bed. Ginny was getting less and less sleep every night, for every night at exactly midnight, she would get more, and she would get new whispers in the dark. "Ginny, I'm at your door." The next night, "Ginny, I'm at the foot of your bed." At this point, Ginny would sleep with the covers over her head, hoping, praying that the blankets would protect her from whatever this thing was. And on the next night, "Ginny, I'm on the bed." Finally, She went to bed for the final night. Lo and behold, clock struck midnight, and all she heard was, "Jenny, gotcha!" I hope that scared somebody. Just a little bit. Just the tiniest bit.